What if the moon suddenly disappeared? No warning, no signs, just gone. For 4.5 billion years, Earth and the moon have been locked in a cosmic dance. But what if that dance abruptly ended? In this video, we'll explore a world without the moon from day 1 to day 100. From shifting seas to global chaos, you'll see just how much our small gray neighbor truly shapes our world. Stay with us, because as we get further into this journey, the consequences will become more shocking and unexpected than you can imagine. It's day 1. The moon is gone. Nights are no longer lit by its familiar glow. Instead, they're swallowed by a deep, unsettling darkness. Imagine stepping outside and looking up at a sky where the moon has vanished. Suddenly, it feels like something important, something vital is missing. But this is just the beginning. With the moon's disappearance, the first signs of disruption will be felt in our oceans. Tides, normally driven by the moon's gravitational pull, are drastically reduced. Coastal areas used to predictable high and low tides will notice strange patterns in the water. What was once a reliable force of nature has become chaotic. And here's the unsettling part. These changes are only going to escalate as time goes on. Day 7. 1 week in, and the effects are multiplying. Marine ecosystems are in trouble. The creatures that depend on the tidal rhythms, the crabs, fish, birds are disoriented, confused. Tides are weakening, and coastal ecosystems are already feeling the shock. If the moon can affect something as powerful as the ocean, what else is in danger? And if you think these are just small ripples in the water, think again. By now, the impacts are beginning to spread into human life. Coastal cities and industries, especially those dependent on tidal energy, are facing unexpected problems. And the clock is ticking. Now it's day 14. The first 2 weeks without the moon have passed, but the real danger is just starting. What many people don't realize is that the moon is like Earth's cosmic stabilizer. Without it, its axial tilt begins to wobble. Slowly at first, but unpredictably. This wobble is like a ticking time bomb for our climate. What does this mean? It means that the seasons you're used to, the steady cycle of winter, spring, summer, and fall, may no longer follow the same predictable patterns. Winters may become unbearably cold in some regions. Summers, scorching hot. And it gets worse with time. If Earth's tilt spirals out of control, how would we survive? Think about that as we move forward. Day 30, and the emotional toll is becoming clear. For millennia, humans have looked up at the moon for inspiration, guidance, and even spiritual comfort. It has been a symbol of love, mystery, and cycles of life. But now, the sky feels empty. The moon is no longer there to pull at our imaginations or at our oceans. Cultures that rely on lunar calendars are in disarray. Communities around the world, from Asia to the Middle East, are struggling to adapt to a world without the moon's guiding presence. For those who live by the sea, the strange, weakening tides are starting to disrupt daily life. What was once familiar is now alien. But the deeper we go into this scenario, the more bizarre and dangerous the consequences become. By day 50, we're entering dangerous territory. Earth is no longer as stable as it once was. That slight wobble in the planet's tilt. It's getting worse. And it's not just the seasons that are in flux, our entire climate is becoming unpredictable. Imagine your city's weather flipping from extreme heat waves to bone-chilling cold in just a few years. Unthinkable? Without the moon, that could be our new reality. But that's not all. Beneath our feet, Earth is starting to feel the moon's absence, too. Our tectonic plates, the massive pieces of Earth's crust, are affected by the gravitational pull of the moon. And without it, there's a slight but noticeable increase in seismic activity. More earthquakes, more instability. The planet is literally shifting. But we're not done yet. There are even bigger shocks to come. We're now at day 75, and the world's ecosystems are unraveling. In the oceans, species are dying off in alarming numbers. Sea turtles, which rely on the moon for guidance during their migrations, are losing their way. Fish populations are collapsing because the tidal systems they depend on are no longer functioning properly. On land, things are just as grim. Nocturnal animals that once used the moon to navigate the night are disoriented. Birds that relied on its light to migrate are flying blind. It's as if the natural world is slowly losing its balance, like a perfectly tuned orchestra suddenly missing its conductor. And the worst part? The long-term impacts on humanity are only just beginning. Now, we've reached day 100. The moon is still gone, and by now, the world has changed in ways we couldn't have predicted. Earth's axial tilt is wobbling more wildly than ever, sending our climate into unpredictable chaos. Winters in some regions are brutal, while other parts of the world are experiencing heat waves and droughts that could last for years. Tidal forces are now a fraction of what they once were, and entire coastal ecosystems are on the brink of collapse. Species are going extinct, and humans, especially those living in coastal cities, are struggling to adapt. The Earth is more unstable, more unpredictable, and more dangerous. But this is only 100 days without the moon. Imagine what could happen in 1,000 days. Or 10,000. Could humanity survive? Could we find ways to adapt to a world so radically different from the one we know? One thing is clear, the moon is more than just a celestial body in the sky. It's a stabilizing force, a guardian of our world. And without it, the delicate balance that has allowed life to thrive on Earth begins to unravel. We've taken you through 100 days of chaos, instability, and survival without the moon. But what happens next? Could humanity adapt? Or are we destined for a future of unpredictable climates, crumbling ecosystems, and constant uncertainty? The moon is more than just a light in the night sky. It's a protector, a cosmic stabilizer that ensures our planet remains habitable. And now that you've seen what happens when it's gone, one thing is clear: we need the moon more than we ever realized. If you enjoyed this journey through the unimaginable, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and follow us for more mind-bending explorations of the cosmos and the science that shapes our world. Don't miss out on the next episode. Things are only going to get more fascinating from here. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.